Top 3 Scariest Pizza Horror Stories. Warning, this story is not for the faint of heart. What you're about to hear will stay with you long after it's over. You're sitting alone in your dimly lit room, the only sound the soft crackling of your TV. Your phone buzzes, it's a notification from your favorite pizza place. You place your order for delivery. Simple, casual, a quick meal to pass the time. But what if I told you the pizza you just ordered could be the last meal you'll ever have? Story 1, the delivery that never left. It started like any normal night. John ordered his usual, a large pepperoni pizza with extra cheese. But as the minutes ticked by, the delivery never came. Strange. He tried calling the pizza place. The phone rang and rang, but no one answered. Then just as he was about to give up, the doorbell rang. Late. Far too late. Confused but hungry, John opened the door, expecting the usual delivery guy with a warm box of food. But when he opened it, no one was there. There was only a single pizza box. It was cold, crusted with dried sauce as though it had been sitting outside for hours. Puzzled, John picked it up, a strange shiver crawling up his spine. He opened the box, but inside, nothing. Nothing but a single blackened human finger curled up in the middle of the empty box. He dropped the box in terror, but as it hit the ground, it shattered into pieces. And from the cracks, something slithered out, the finger, still twitching. Story 2, the pizza box from hell. Sarah was home alone, scrolling through her phone, when she received a strange message. It was from her pizza place. Your order has been processed. It's on its way. She didn't recall ordering anything, but her stomach rumbled. Maybe her mind was playing tricks on her. Shrugging it off, she sat back and waited. Minutes later, the doorbell rang. She froze. There was no delivery confirmation. She hadn't paid. But when she opened the door, there it was. A pizza box sitting on her doorstep. Confused but intrigued, Sarah picked it up. It was too late to back out now. She was hungry. She brought it inside, set it down on the kitchen counter, and opened the box. Inside was a pizza, but it wasn't like any pizza she'd ever seen. The crust was too dark, the cheese curdled into grotesque lumps. But it was what sat on top of the pizza that made Sarah scream. A human eye. It stared up at her, unmoving, lifeless. But as she backed away in horror, something happened. The pizza moved. The eye blinked. A voice echoed in her head, "Eat it or you'll be the next topping." Sarah ran, but no matter where she went, the pizza followed her. It was alive, and it was hungry for her. Story 3, the curse of the last slice. This one you need to hear. Josh had a habit of ordering late-night pizza. It was his guilty pleasure. But one night, something was off. He ordered his usual, but this time when the pizza arrived, the delivery guy looked strange. Hollow-eyed. Well, he handed Josh the pizza with a shaking hand and whispered, "Don't eat the last slice." Josh chuckled, confused, but took the box inside. He sat down, the smell of the pizza intoxicating. As he ate, though, he couldn't help but feel wrong. He'd eaten nearly the whole thing. There was just one slice left. He hesitated. What's the harm? The pizza had already worked its way into his stomach. The curse could have already taken hold. So he ate it. The moment the last slice slid down his throat, something snapped. His vision blurred, his chest constricted, and the room seemed to shrink around him. He tried to scream, but his mouth wouldn't open. His body was frozen. But then, something whispered from the corner of the room. "You ate it. Now you are the topping." And Josh realized too late the curse wasn't just in the pizza. It was in the delivery. He was the next victim, his essence soon to become part of the sauce, the cheese, the toppings. Now, I must ask you, have you ever had pizza delivered? Have you ever ordered food late at night thinking it was just a simple pleasure? If you've made that mistake before, then you know how easily it is to fall into the trap. The trap that has already started to close around you. Do you feel it? The cold presence behind you? The eyes watching from the shadows? Maybe you should look at your phone right now. Maybe, just maybe, you'll see a delivery notification. And if that happens, you'll know. You've been marked. Before you leave, hit that subscribe button. You don't want to miss what's coming next. You're never truly alone anymore. Are you? And with that final thought lingering in your mind, you feel a cold breath at the back of your neck.